Yo, what's good, fam? Your boy's back with the most diabolical, most addicting, most how did they even pull this off breakdown in hip-hop history. We talking about the hook that made enemies dance. Right. Kendrick's Not Like Us opening strategy. This is the story of how DJ Mustard's innocent, funky beat became the soundtrack to Drake's career getting murdered. And the wildest part, Mustard had no idea. And I'm telling you right now, this story is so crazy, so unbelievable, so absolutely insane that when I first heard it, I had to fact check it 3 times because what actually happened is even more diabolical than what we all thought happened. Kendrick turned a party anthem into a weapon of mass destruction, and today I'm about to show you how an accidental collaboration became the most legendary diss track production in hip-hop history. If you're ready for the most high energy, evidence-packed, and straight up hilarious deep dive you ever heard, smash that like, hit subscribe, and let's get into it. Because this story has more layers than an onion, more twists than a pretzel, more plot than a Christopher Nolan movie. Let's set the scene because the context is everything. The beef is at a boiling point. Drake's out here thinking he's untouchable, thinking he's the king, thinking nobody can touch him. Right. Kendrick's been quiet, calculating, planning his attack. The rap world is waiting. Social media is on edge. Everyone's asking, when is Kendrick gonna respond? What's he gonna say? How's he gonna come back? And then, boom, May 4th, 2024. Not Like Us drops like a nuclear bomb. But before Kendrick even spits a bar, before you even hear a word, you hear it. Mustard on the beat, ho.
That's Drake's house!
Oh shit.
Mustard on the beat, ho. Any rap nigga, he a freak.
Not DJ Mustard!
DJ Mustard is in this too.
Mustard, you in this too?
Man down, call like Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro.
Nigga's about to kill someone on a mustard beat.
Now, that's not just a tag, that's a warning. That's like hearing the Jaws theme before the shark shows up. That's like hearing the Mortal Kombat finish him before the fatality. That's like hearing the Law and Order dun dun before someone gets arrested. You know something's about to go down. And the wildest part, the second that tag hits, everybody's head starts nodding. Even Drake fans, even people who were defending Drake 5 seconds ago. The beat is so infectious, so funky, so West Coast, you can't help but move. It's like Mustard laced the track with dance floor crack. It's like he put a spell on the beat that makes your body move against your will. Drake fans were out here trying to hate, but their feet were betraying them. Their hips were moving, their heads were bobbing. Now, at first, we all assumed that Kendrick and Mustard planned this together. We thought they sat down and said, let's make the funkiest diss track ever. Let's make Drake's funeral a party. But here's the truth that makes this story even crazier. A subscriber hit me up with the receipts, and the truth is even more diabolical than I thought. Mustard gave an interview and he said, and I quote, "I had no idea he used that particular beat because I've been sending him beats that he never uses. I was in my car when I was told that he was dropping Not Like Us using my beat. I had no idea he would use it as a diss track." Y'all, let me repeat that because it's insane. Mustard had no idea. Kendrick didn't even tell the producer. Mustard was just out here living his best life, probably driving to get some tacos or something, and suddenly his phone starts blowing up. People are calling him like, yo, your beat is on Kendrick's Drake diss. And Mustard is like, what? Which beat?
Mustard looked like he more of like a burrito guy. Yeah, he probably get the burritos and the tacos, so he got a little extra neck on.
When did this happen? I didn't know anything about this. Imagine being Mustard in that moment. You're just driving, minding your business, and suddenly you find out you're part of the biggest hip-hop moment of the decade. You're part of history. Your beat is the soundtrack to the most savage career assassination in hip-hop history, and you had no idea it was coming. That's like waking up and finding out you accidentally won the lottery. That's like discovering you're in a movie you didn't know you were filming. That's like finding out you're famous and nobody told you. The shock must have been incredible. The confusion must have been real. Mustard probably had to pull over because he couldn't process what was happening. And here's what makes it even more crazy. Mustard said he'd been sending Kendrick beats for years and Kendrick never used them. Mustard was probably thinking, man, Kendrick doesn't like my beats. He's not feeling my sound. And then, out of nowhere, Kendrick takes one of those beats and uses it to create the most legendary diss track of all time. Mustard went from thinking, Kendrick doesn't mess with my production to, my beat just ended Drake's career in the span of one phone call.
And that's the craziest part, and that's what I really wanted to get to. Let me vibe with y'all for a second. Shout out Mic Drop TV. It's your boy Jetski G. We back with another banger. So Mustard didn't even know he was going to use the beat, which is crazy, but that's really how the industry goes. Like, you create the beats and you send them to different labels and you send them to the top artists first. And then if the top artists and the top labels don't take the beat, then you start giving it to the lower tier artists. But you're going to send it to the top artists first because they going to get you the most amount of money. That's just how the world works. So he was sending Kendrick his hit beats. He probably made Not Like Us beat. It was probably called something else. And he was like, yo, this is a hit. I'm going to send it to Kendrick first. Hopefully he takes it. If he doesn't take it, I'm going to send it to like YG. Because YG can make it a hit, but like, you know, it's not going to be as big, but it can still make some money though. But let me send it to people like Kendrick first, and hopefully Kendrick takes the beat. So Kendrick been taking these beats. He probably put it in a folder somewhere on his computer or his hard drive and was like potential hits. And when he got in the beef with Drake, he probably looked at it and was like, because Kendrick, he studies hip hop. He probably studied the game like, how do I get the knockout? Where's the knockout punch at? I gotta make a hit. What's the other part of a knockout punch? I gotta make people clown you. Cause like, if you go back to being on the block, just being anywhere, like you didn't have to like necessarily inflict harm on people to get them off your block. You can clown somebody so bad they don't want to come around no more. Like, you can make somebody a walking joke. And like, say we on the block, like, yeah, you can get slapped or you can get harm done to you and stuff like that, and you'll stop coming around because like we don't want you to come around. Or we can clown you. We can clown you so bad you just stop coming around. So he had all the ingredients for a tsunami of a diss track. He had the beat that was gonna make people dance. And Kendrick is technical enough and smart enough and layered enough as an artist. We didn't know Kendrick was this funny. He was layered enough as an artist to clown Drake. And he clowned him so bad, he can't come back to the block. So really holding on to this beat was one of the smartest things he could do. And remembering how to rap battle and how to get somebody up out of here off your block. The block being your part of the rap game. So shout out Kendrick, shout out Mustard, and then shout out Mustard also because him not knowing what was going on, he really rode for his side. He really rode for the West. You get what I'm saying? You see what's going on with Drake in top 5. Top 5 is not holding it down for Canada. Even if you beefing with somebody, you're not holding down. Mustard didn't even know he was going to use this as a diss track. Sometimes you see people, they'll diss people on a feature. And the other person that's on the feature, they'll come out and be like, yo, I didn't know he was going to diss so-and-so. I ain't with all that. Mustard did not know he was going to be on the biggest diss track in the world or just in history. But he said, all right, that's what he doing. It's the West Coast. I'm going to ride with you on that. And he rocked out with Kendrick. So shout out Mustard. Shout out Kendrick Lamar. Y'all made history. It's your boy Jetski G. If ain't nobody told you they love y'all, you know I love y'all. Also, I'm going to drop another banger. It's going to be right here. Make sure y'all click this video right here. I'm going to catch y'all in this next video. Out, y'all.